Namaste, myself Sachitha. I am originally from Kerala, born and brought up there halfway and halfway from Bangalore. So basically, if I have to say that how I have come to yoga, from my childhood I have been always physically active, in the sense I could never sit idle all the time. It is not that I always used to be in exercise or any such thing. It's not a fitness freak, but I always like to keep doing some or the other thing. So I always used to be in a field, or if some construction is going to next to my house, I always used to go and get the beatings from my mom. So I always like to be physically active all the time, and yoga or any part of exercise is very far from me, but I always knew there's something. I always was attracted towards a saint or some siddhi kind, all the time. But I am from a very orthodox family, so wherein girls should not do sports, in the sports or even in yoga or any sort of exercise. Girls are completely restricted in my house. So I never came into this line. I think almost 8 to 9 years back, I was going through a little bit of difficulties in my life, a lot of tensions. One of my colleague took me to pranayama introduction. So she was basically staying in an ashram, and then she knew pranayama and she had gone to a highest level. So she said, to reduce your tension you can always practice this, and I had taken my brother also to her to practice pranayama. That is a touch point to the yoga. But I always was interested in yoga and the people who does yoga, and I used to feel there's something change in them. There's some kind of a standard or some kind of a values that you're giving to the society, or even when you interact with them, the way they interact is totally different than they do a physical exercise. I was always dragged towards yoga. That is where I started with a pranayama session. I never continued that. But then I slowly moved on to the exercise sessions, and wherein my family was completely strict against what is this girl should not be doing even then. But that was a time when I have already grown up in my life, got into a job. So I started learning yoga on my own by seeing YouTube and all that. But then I started joining a class. So it's been, if I have to say, it's been 7 years on and off I've been continuing in yoga. And then onwards I realized that I am a fitness freak, and I realized that I also identified yoga is the best path for me, and I never realized that it's a passion for me, but I understood the yoga is the best way to keep your mind and the body calm. That's when I choose, okay, if I am told I am doing any part of exercise, then it's going to be yoga, nothing else apart from yoga. That's one way that I choose yoga. And for me to completely move into yoga, or to choose TTC, to choose Ashmayu as part of it, the journey goes like this. It's been 18 years that I have a corporate experience. I am almost fed up in corporate life. I really didn't want it to come out, but somehow the life situation didn't permit me to come out of the corporate life. But then finally I have very good 2 pillars of my life, my 2 friends, and those are the people who were standing behind me and said, you just get out of corporate life, start your passion. And I never knew that's my passion. But then when I realized that if I go and see any videos of yoga or start reading about yoga, I never used to get bored. That's when my friend Priya said, that is your passion, that's why you never get bored of it. That's when I realized that is my passion. Now why did I choose Ashmayu is, before coming for a teacher's training course in Ashmayu, I have already completed my SVyasa. That at a coaching center I was still working, so I thought let me start off something partially, so that I can land up in my passion slowly. But after doing SVyasa, I was still not satisfied to take classes to anyone, because I still had not gained the knowledge to bring some changes into someone's life. So I continued my corporate life. Then at one point in time took a strong decision to come out of the corporate life. And TTC, why I choose TTC here is, I came to Ashmayu through cult. I had taken a 6-month package and had came to Ashmayu for the yoga practice. And after 1.5 months or something, I was sitting outside on a sofa, and then Nirmita told me that we have a TTC course here, and then she explained me how it goes and all that. I never inquired, okay, is it good to start in Ashmayu, or is it worth if I start here and all that, because the classes that I have attended here itself gave me a lot of confidence to continue. I didn't have to look back, okay, is the Ashmayu the right choice. I never had that doubt. I never had a second thought. me or including my friends, they all said, you are anyway finding it very good to do your asanas in Ashmayu, so that's the best place for you to continue with the TTC itself. Took some time, then I came back, I decided, okay, if at all I am moving on to the yoga as a passion or as a profession, then TTC is the choice, because I didn't even take a second opinion from anyone. My experience, my confidence that I gained from the classes that I attended every day here itself was confident for me to understand that, okay, I have made a right choice. Ashmayu is the right place for me to do my TTC. That's how I came here, and so the course started in November. I was fully thrilled because I had left my job and I was really expecting something, I'm going to get it transformed from a yoga course or something, and I always knew Ashmayu is the best choice I made. What attracted me to Ashmayu is the syllabus, because when they send for a mail to you, they'll send you the syllabus also. So the syllabus said you have anatomy class, you have Ayurveda class, and I'm basically from Kerala, more interested in Ayurveda and all those things. So the previous SVR never taught us the Ayurveda part of it or the anatomy part of it. It was a course, a basic course. This is what mostly attracted me. So I was like fully thrilled. The class started, and I was so amazed to see the teachers who are taking class for us. They are totally qualified, professional, yet holistic approach they had. That wonderful the teachers were. It was a complete 1 month course. It started on time, ended on time. And what was most appreciable is the timings, the punctuality that the teachers follows here. You don't even have, if you're given a 30 minutes gap, you have just 30 minutes gap, nothing more or nothing less than that. So punctual, so strict, and the syllabus, the way they teach asanas, the way they teach philosophy classes, or let it be any theoretical part, let it be any asana classes, the way they explain you the contradictions, the benefits, who should do, who should not do, and how you should take the students to the postures, very well explained. And the most interesting part of my TTC here was the anatomy class. Luvina Rangel, completely power pack lady who takes a class. The moment she enters into the class, it's like a kind of a fear comes, but yet you feel that, oh, you're going to attend a wonderful class. The way she explains the anatomy to anyone is something, you don't need to learn a medicine for it. I mean, you just understand the way she picks up some very life, simple life examples, and she make you understand how your anatomy works, how your bone works, how your nervous system works. It was a beautiful journey to attend her classes. Not only her classes, all teachers whoever took the classes have done their job very well, the best that they could give to the students. I am really happy, I am really proud that I have chosen Ashmayu to complete my TTC, because in the recent past what happens is just a holistic approach to anyone, they get bored of yoga, because yoga is almost known as a boring thing for people. They don't lose weight, or it's like who does sit and do meditation, who does slow movements. But in Ashmayu what happens, that is my first experience, wherein I see it is not only a holistic approach, but asanas are taught in a very different manner. You sweat out, you reduce weight, you yet feel a holistic spiritual approach to the yoga, and there is a professional touch to the teachings that they do here. It's not only the holistic, but in the recent world wherein the corporate is emerging like this, you also need a way of teaching in a corporate life or in a professional way. That has been taught at Ashmayu in a very nice manner, and they will also teach you get a touch of a corporate life also in Ashmayu. That is the difference of TTC that we get here. So starting from the end, I could say that there's not even a day that we missed, there's not even a time that we wasted at Ashmayu. All classes were perfectly arranged, perfectly taught, and I never got bored, not even in one day. And you feel that, okay, I should not miss one class. And I also had a emergency to travel to my native, and had some emergency, but I just cut that and I came back because I really didn't want to miss any of the class. It's very important. Every class that they teach, every subject they take, perfect thing, and you can't even miss one day, because if you miss one day, it's like something you feel, oh, I just lost that, and how am I going to pick it up? Of course you can pick it up, but the first time teaching to you is something which I never wanted to miss, and it is very well arranged and very well taught to the students. Anyone who have never done yoga before, doesn't matter, you will still learn from the beginning, from the base, and you will definitely come out as a professional yoga trainer itself. Now only after doing yoga at Ashmayu, I got gain the confidence. Almost after 20 days or something, I almost got 80% confidence. Yes, now I can take classes to someone. So that is the level of confidence Ashmayu will inculcate in you during the course of 1 month. It's just 1 month, but you're really going to get a lot of confidence. I would always, suggest Ashmayu to everyone, and one of the best centers to start your yoga career is Ashmayu. I would always suggest. Now apart from this, I would suggest that, I would like to convey also that I started my course here. Towards the end, I was given a chance to do an internship by Naveen here, and after the internship I was also given a job offer at Ashmayu. Now I am a yoga trainer here. So I am really happy and I am really lucky to choose Ashmayu for the TTC, and really grateful to Naveen and the team for giving me a chance to take classes. I am really doing good, and of course there are lot more to go, lot more to learn in yoga. It's just a start, but a very good start. If you really need a very good start in yoga, then I would always suggest Ashmayu is one among the best place to start your yoga career. Thank you so much.